So this is a Fleetwood Heritage. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your hitch, jockey wheel and handbrake. We'll take you through these in person here on site. In the front locker, you've got your 2 gas bottle tie downs and your gas regulator on the bulkhead. We do have the gas pipe work available here on site should you need to buy any. Carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles in the front locker at any time. Coming down the side of the van, you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan from the power on site. You've got your battery locker where you put your leisure battery into. Behind the locker door, you have your wind down leg. There's 2 of these on the front and 2 on the rear, so the one on the opposite side is in the same position on the opposite side of the van, and 2 on the rear I'll show you as we get around there. We've then got our heating and hot water fluid just here on the side of the van. Very simple to use, you don't need to do anything with it. I'll demonstrate how to heat the water and use the heating system once we go inside the caravan. You've then got your pickup pipe that drops down inside the ack roll, as you can see here, and then you've got your pump connection which simply pulls out the side of the van or pushes in place. You've then got your wheels and motor mover. The motor mover will demonstrate while you're here on site, and we'll also talk the wheels to the correct settings so you can see they've been tightened correctly. Going further down the side of the van, you'll see your toilet flush tank, which will open up here, and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid for the flush system. Then in the bottom, you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid, and on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button. When you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and sputter back at you. You'll need to put 1 litre of water in that cassette and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. On the rear of the van, on either side, you've got your 2 wind down legs to stabilise the van. As you can see, just put it down slightly there so you can see where they are. And coming up the door side of the caravan, behind the door you have your 2 fridge vents, as you can see here. Very simply there to allow hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. And then coming down towards the front of the van, you've got your storage locker for underneath the front seating area. The 3-pin socket in there as well, and then you've got your barbecue gas point. Coming on to the inside of the caravan now. We come inside the van. Straight in front of the door, you'll see the main control panel for the van. So to access this control panel, you'll see it's got some numbers on there. You need to enter 0000 and hit enter. The control panel will then load up, so we'll leave it to do its thing for a moment. While we're doing that, I'm going to start talking you through the water system. How to fill the water system up. So what you'd always do is, first of all, is open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system and open them all the way up. So that would be the kitchen tap, the shower tap in the bathroom, and the tap in the washroom as well. Once you've done that, you come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, and in here you'll find a yellow valve just here, and then you'll find another one slightly further back. Now both of these yellow valves need to be flat with the floor prior to filling the water system up. If you've had them upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat, it will drain all of the water out of the caravan back on to the floor underneath the van. So all flat with the floor to fill the system up. Once they're all flat with the floor and the control panel has loaded up, so let's come back to the control panel now. Now the control panel's on, as you can see here. You've got your front lights for the caravan on and off, rear lights on and off, water pump on or off, I'll come back to this in a second. Clock set to set the clock on the control panel. Just set that for now. Down the bottom here you've got your fresh water, tells you how much fresh water is in the water tank on board the van. You've then got your habitation battery, so it tells you how many volts are in the battery. Battery level of discharge. Caravan level then as well, you need to get it level by hitting the, by winding the front of the van up or bringing it down as it tells you on here. And then next you've got water tank level, which you don't need on. Setup for the control panel. Access here where you can change the pin for the control panel, and return just here. The rest of the settings down here are just about the control panel and the backlight. But to fill the water system up, you're going to come pump on, turn the pump on. Once the water system has enough water around it, you're going to get water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, as you can see here. At that point, you can shut all of the taps back off once you've got water running out of every tap on board the caravan, and then you can start thinking about warming the water on board the van. That's where this control panel up above comes in. So we're going to hit store reset to go into the options for the control panel. So this is for your heating and hot water. You've got on, off here at the top left hand side of the screen. So you've got off or on, and that will essentially turn all of the heating or all the hot water and heating on or off. Come across to the right, and then you've got your room temperature. So you've got plus or minus to set your room temperature. When it's down at 5 degrees, that is actually the heating turned off. If we come across to the right again, you've got your option for hot water. So you've got hot water on and hot water off. I'm going to leave that on for now so you can see it warm up. Come across to the right, you've got your option to run gas for your Aldi heating and hot water. So you've got gas on or gas off. Obviously, if you've got gas on, if it ignites, it'll ignite up and you'll have it will stay on here. If it fails to ignite, it'll come up with gas off, and it'll also come up with failed across the front of the screen here. Come across to the right again, just here, you've got the amount of power that is coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. So you've got power off, 1, 2 or 3 kilowatt, 1 or 2 kilowatt on this particular van. Depending on what caravan site you're on, will depend on what you set this power source to. If you've got 2 kilowatts available, I'd advise you set it as 2 kilowatts. If you've only got 1 kilowatt available, then you set it to 1 kilowatt. So that is your power set coming into the heating and hot water system. So that is how the heating and hot water works. When you have got the heating pump running, you'll notice a little icon appear just above my finger here, which will be like 2 arrows chasing itself. And that is to say the heating pump is circulating. Then in the top right hand corner, you've just got an indicator here to let you know you've got mains power coming into the caravan. So that is your heating and hot water system. Next up, we're going to go to the fridge. Now the fridge is very simple to use. To ignite the fridge on gas, you'll go to the gas option. It will self-ignite on gas. If it ignites on gas, the pilot light here will go green. If it fails to ignite, it will flash the pilot light at you. Next one down is your 240 mains coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. You can control the temperature on gas or mains on this dial on the right hand side, and the thicker these lines are, or the longer these lines are, the colder the fridge will be. If you're towing down the road and you want to use 12 volt to power the fridge, as long as you've got a car connected at the front of the caravan and it's got the right connection on the car and it's wired up correctly, you will have 12 volt light appear here, which indicates the fridge is working as a cool box when you are travelling down the road. To turn the fridge back off, you'll go to the off position at the top here. To control the fridge temperature, freezer temperature, you'll need to press this button in just here. Then again, you'll control the freezer temperature on the arrows on the right hand side. Microwave works very much like your household microwave, no difference at all there. Electric ring on the hob itself will only work if you've got 240 mains connected to the caravan. The rest of the hob, grill and oven will all work on gas, as you'd expect it to, like any household items would, with your igniter on the front. The bed at the front of the caravan is very simple to set up. You pull out the rail at the front here, pull it all the way out to the end here, and then the cushions from the outside drop down into the central position, and then you'll use the cushions from the outside to make the bed up in the centre here. Coming back down towards the back of the caravan, you've got the toilet system in the bathroom. To operate the toilet, you've got an electric flush on top, which you'll press in here. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, so you can actually turn the toilet to the position you want it to be in. Below the toilet, you've got your grey waste handle, so you push it into the open position to allow the waste into the cassette underneath the van. And then you need to have it in the closed position when you are removing that toilet cassette from underneath the van, as if you don't, it will actually lock the toilet waste cassette in place and you will not be able to remove it, and if you did remove that cassette, it would actually damage the toilet waste cassette itself. The bed itself at the rear of the caravan actually lifts up so you can access the storage underneath. As I said at the start of the video, this is a Fleetwood Heritage. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you for now. Bye bye.